answer. This isn't like what happened in Septimont. I guess I can only keep moving and find out why.
Wait, ini apa anjir? Why everybody is dead?
Mistaking rebellion and recklessness for glory. Like an inferior gem made precious only by
Cristoforo anjir.
Yes.
Gara-gara nih orang gua meragukan seluruh cerita di Rinascita. Everything is genjutsu. Why? Ini kalau berakhir dengan Rinascita adalah fate. You know.
The phases of the moon wove her luminous gaze. Yet she insists on using that light to peer into fate's menacing face. Her eyes were destined to be burned. All who overstep cannot escape its wrath. Now neither she nor her moon will ever be whole again.
What the hell? Phoebe.
A pure heart, blindly devoted to a deity on the verge of extinction. Yet the true eternal divinity embraces all. It washes away everything, be it joy or sorrow or hope or obsession. She realigned her faltering faith, and in doing so claimed her redemption.
Kata rela.
Gentleness born of delusion. A beautiful, sorrowful fantasy. She tried to confront an ancient curse with blind devotion and silence, but fear has eaten away at her soul. Illusion stripped her of freedom, and her tears have long since left her nowhere to hide. What she needs is not light, but a long, dreamless sleep. A valiant and determined ruler. On the battlefield where life and death
Makin kencang suaranya.
a faint ember lingers, flickering, barely alive. Conquest and slaughter walk hand in hand. Sooner or later, she will be consumed by the very sun that nurtured her. Beyond her throne lies nothing but withered bones. If she cannot endure such loneliness, then she must learn to descend her own steps and enter their world.
Brand.
He plays the role of captain. I have a theory. Tell me, do you think a performer would ever realize that he is part of a grander play? He mistook his role for his true self, blind to danger and death alike. In the end, he led his crew straight into the abyss. Burning passion is but a beautiful kind of madness. When the curtain falls, he'll stand trial before the flames of his own arrogance.
What the hell, bro? Siapa?
Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into fate's swirling maelstrom once more. Soon, she will wear a new crown, one ordained by fate, never to be defied. Her fate was written long ago. What remains is but a fleeting moment of stolen peace. What you see before you is fate itself. And now, with every step you take, you stir the tides into motion. Is it fate that rules over man, or man who commands fate?
Man who commands fate.
I await your answer to this question.
Gak usah tak kenapa anjir tiba-tiba jadi begini semua anjir. Genjutsu everywhere, anything everywhere, everything is fake. Siapapun yang menciptakan ide Cristoforo tuh kayak gila sih. Set tuh apa lagi anjir. Kayak nggak ada habis-habisnya deh. Kalau semuanya berasal dari buku ya apa gitu. Kemana? Gak tahu.
What is this place?
Yes, I've been wondering. Ini kayak versi lebih distorted kayaknya.
Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first forsake all hope. These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
Harbinger. Galbrenot. Itu siapa lagi?
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Terus kita kemana anjir tiba-tiba ngilang.
Rover! Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Membingungkan. Telat banget reaksinya anjir. I think I saw paradise.
Oh, you're finally awake. 1 second I'm fine. The next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though.
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members, too. The details vary, but they all end the same way.
The fall of Rinascita.
And it's not just in Dreamland either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Rinascita lately. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Raguna has gone sour. The troupe performed today because Brent thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people some hope.
Well, that explains some things, but still weird.
Here's the odd part. Only Rinascitans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. The same should be true of you.
Apakah kita menjadi Rinascitan?
Well, not Brent or me, but someone in the troupe has. They said they dreamed of sinking into an enormous black ocean.
Tacit discords in the stormy sea have been more restless lately. And the siren songs, well, they've started sounding an awful lot like the Order's hymns. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing this. Rinascita's tides don't lie. Watch your back.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? The gates of paradise? And the word Harbinger? Could they mean the Harbinger of the Dark Tide? The only Harbinger of the Dark Tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the Dark Tide at the Order's Fabricatorium. That figure I saw, Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her, so I should look for her first. She might know what's at the root of all this.
Gue juga penasaran sih, si Galberina tuh perannya apa gitu. Bygone shall always return. Oke.
Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Loh, ini di mana aja tiba-tiba? Tiba-tiba ada dia juga.
Rover, what brings you back to the inverted tower so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathia's help to deal with it.
Ini voice aktornya ganti atau gue yang lupa suaranya?
Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived.
Oh
For
enggak.
now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I too need to discuss with Cartathea.
Ini karakter bikin gak fokus mulu anjir. Lah bener aja anjir. Berarti beneran mati dong.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
Masih hidup berarti? Apa gimana?
No. Something's wrong. It's strange. I can't sense any frequency from her, and yet she is still resonating with something.
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right? This doesn't
Leviathan.
make any sense.
Apa gimana?
There's something even stranger. Cardathia had her sword in hand. With her strength, how could she fall to an intruder like that?
Expected kali ya.
It doesn't look like she even tried to resist.
The sword of divinity, sealed with a portion of the Sentinel's power. Could what we're seeing be a result of that power of separation being awakened?
There's something even stranger. The inverted tower itself is a sealed sonoro. Only the Vesalias know it exists. So how did she find it? And she broke through the stained glass from the outside. Physically, not by tearing through the sonorosphere. But Cardathia has complete control over the tower. If someone had intruded, would she really not have noticed? There's something even stranger.
Apakah dia Leviathan juga ya? Oh, apakah jangan-jangan dia Leviathan Resonatornya ya?
Spent casings. These traces. Could they be from the dark tide?
Ugh, you bet they are. I'd know that stench anywhere. And I caught the same frequency on that freak who jumped out earlier.
There's something even stranger.
Tidak masuk akal. Semuanya aneh.
Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cartathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisting that I come at once. With the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna, I feared it might be linked to the dark tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw this. Her death. Exactly.
Yang
as
lebih
it's
gak masuk
happening
akal
now.
sekarang adalah Cristoforo ini perannya apa, coy?
That woman. She was using dark tide energy. Could she be another Harbinger? Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this. I want answers.
I want answers, pukul.
Leave Cartathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
Jawabannya pertama tuh sangat sangat pemarah.
I can track the dark tide blindfolded. Let's follow the stench and hunt down this killer.
One Wing Angel. Spirit. Kasihan gue sama siapa namanya? Kalkulator. Minim story banget. Muncul juga asal muncul kemarin kan.
That's weird. The trail ends here, but my head's starting to spin again.
Dan jatuh aja pokoknya.
It's the dark tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area.
Abby tuh kayak ini ya, boros energi gitu. Sekalinya keluar langsung makan banyak energi gitu.
Abby. Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Another side effect of the dark tide? Since leaving the inverted tower, Raguna's sky. What happened to it?
Buset, Thundering Memphis aja dari mana? Avidius aja.
Slipped away again.
Kenapa ada di
spear,
sini?
I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. Hunting. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry?
Wait, kenapa dia hunting sampai sini? Tell me first.
That's a long story. Let's speak of
Sama-sama long story berarti.
Are you after the Thundering Memphis as well?
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer. Discord moderator.
Discord Slayer. Sounds like you know something about her.
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck not long ago.
Lah gimana sih?
I had gone there in
Kok
search
cepet
of the
banget
will.
semuanya?
While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the dark tide.
Aneh anjir.
The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Raguna is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Averado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak.
Tapi ini dari
Right
September
after I
aja.
left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The Thundering Memphis has fled. The path ahead is safe.
Ini ada orang lagi apa gimana?
Thank you for your help, gladiator. Alvarado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinascita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her, allow me to join you and lend my aid.
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts now?
If I'm correct, the thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. This frequency it left behind.
Serem juga anjir. Kalau misalkan sekarang musuh recehnya Thundering Mephis gitu ya.
We can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself. To that end, we'll need this.
Loh,
An anchor stone. You brought that all the way from Septimont?
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger to its use either, Your Grace. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you again.
Your Grace. Where should we go now? Ungu semua anjir. Lari. Pengen terbang aja tapi pasti lewat tuh checkpointnya ntar.
Take note. Enemies ahead.
Nah.
Dark Tide creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
Smack that ass.
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusions?
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quill Bearer here in Raguna, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Raguna, I came to find him myself. No trace of him yet. But I've learned this much. Here, no verses were ever penned about me.
Loh, jadi dia keluar dari senario gitu ya?
The Ragunasi
Gimana?
not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am a completely blank page. If my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to Septimont's expectations, then perhaps here in Raguna I am free to write my own story. Free to define my own existence. Free to create a reality of my own.
Kok bisa hidup dia ya? Bukannya harusnya nggak bisa ya?
This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative and become the master of my own destiny.
I pray for you like
Your
this.
fate is what you want it to be. No one else could decide who you are. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd idea of destiny. You'll find your own truth. I know it.
You honor me. I hope to prove worthy of that belief. Is that an entrance to a paradimensional Tacet field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone confirms the thundering Mephis is hiding here. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
Ya, waktunya bertarung. Semoga ya. Bosan juga dialog-dialog doang. Waduh.
We crossed inside at the same time. It's the thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
Buset, tebel banget tuh suara. Gue mau coba hancurin.
Thundering Mephis is just there. there is the core of this domain.
Ya bener kan gue ngancurin ini duluan dari tadi.
Hopefully this helps.
Bam. Gila, inspect dulu guys.
It worked. But who are you? And what did you
Keren
do to
juga,
Harbinger?
efek glowingnya masuk ke story.
Now is not the time for stories, but I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide, to stop a greater calamity.
Wait, berarti kalau bukan dia Harbingernya, Artetia gitu? The other side masih ada apa gimana? Kan di story-nya dibilang katanya nggak bener-bener menghilang kan? Katanya gitu.
The power to command the Dark Tide's creations.
Keren.
Only a Harbinger could do that. That Discord Slayer said she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything happening across Raguna might be tied to the Harbinger. She pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause of this chaos, why help me? This isn't making sense. Harbinger, who are you, really?
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring you to safety.
Zani?
The prototype echoes in the depositories. Activate
Carlotta.
them
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta? They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be appearing there.
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time. We leave now.
Fly, you fool. Langsung aja terbang. Pala duluan anjir, banyak.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated. But the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas out there.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Rinascita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpather Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of tacit discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado Vault.
Yet.
Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sensed the Dark Tide's presence around here. So why does everything seem normal?
Pistol lagi anjir.
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
Is that you, Galbrena?
These tide spawn. They've evolved fast. Mutation? Or...
Sure.
And sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Let's not jump to conclusion just yet.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace.
Udah balik
Only
dia.
the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrena, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Lah, topengnya masih dipakai.
Fenrico? Why would he be here?
Iya, kenapa?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into
Ini good
damnation
Fenrico atau
myself
bad Fenrico?
before your carnage spreads
Flock
any
tuh
further.
Flock manusia atau flock dark type? What?
You should be howling in the Styx depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine, only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment.
Buset.
By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
Bus. Hah?
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield the civilian.
Ah.
And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Ilusi is ilusi, ampun.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Rinascita teeters
Harusnya
on the
Fenrico
edge
masih di
of
bawah kan?
collapse. Now,
Di bawah sana
more than
itu.
ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Damn. Drip. I never told you about the civilization capsule.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all.
Iya, harusnya yang asli masih di bawah karena kita nggak sejauh itu sama
What
orang
do you
ini.
want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The
Absolution and the grace.
Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me. And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
Ini siapa aja.
Anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this?
Yes.
The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge.
Boom.
By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Ini sama kayak Fenrico yang waktu itu kan? Loh, sovereign lagi.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Dia lagi anjir, bukannya kita wait, apa jangan-jangan emang belum pernah kelar anjir.
Disguise themselves as humans.
I've never heard of any possessing such ability.
Leave it to me.
Loh, kok dapet?
Yes, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your
Master?
divinity.
Shall never back down! Rover, now!
Gue tuh malas banget untuk percaya bahwa ini semua karena Christopher seorang.
Within the civilization capsule. But
Kayak kapan berakhirnya aja.
Missions detected, Arbiter. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed.
What?
Outcome
Program lagi?
verified. Blueprint compiled.
Do you know?
Advancing.
What?
Arbiter. This moment was always foreseen. Now it comes to pass. Arbiter, I grieve to say, I am but a message set to activate in response to the presence of an initiator. Time in this place flows near still. A moment remains for us to. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power to separate. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space. The civilization capsule. It records the origin and birth of the Rinascitan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories.
So, kita sekarang King of Rinascita apa gimana?
Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now,
Seaborn
I have
kin.
entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil Rinascita's beginnings. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide.
Oh, manual. Storybook, Korea.
Wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There,
Interactive book.
knowledge and technology, that they might walk
Upward kan?
Your light blesses us.
Nice.
Follow your will.
Lagi. Gerejanya terakhir ya. Good. People first,
Unity
then church.
became the bedrock of civilization.
Nice drawing. I like this.
Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
Wait.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinascita beyond measure.
Keren anjir gambarnya.
Began to question all I had done.
Swipe.
The Threnodian did steer Rinascita's fate. And I too once guided Rinascita's course.
Ini berarti bertarung untuk ini ya, authority, teritori gitu.
Different.
Kulit.
We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose.
Cold.
Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people.
Damn, that's a nice illustration.
Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
Wait, secara tidak langsung gue membiarkan ini semua terjadi gitu. Okay.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Threnodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the resonator, bearing
both my power and that of Leviathan. Kapsulnya bisa terbuka kalau ada kita, ada Imperator Resonator sama Leviathan Resonator. Kalau mau gue tebak ya, tebakan ngasal aja gitu. Kita udah jelas itu kan. Avidius itu Trenodian Resonator, dan somehow Galbrena itu Imperator Resonator. Somehow.
What if that resonator became the Thenodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Rinascita has already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know, and thine.
Atau Galbrena itu memang Trenodian Resonator dan Avidius baru aja jadi Imperator Resonator. Maybe.
Born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinascitan's oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek, through the blueprint we created, to lay claim to Rinascita's fate anew. If the Rinascitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now, gather every last hope. If all unfoldeth as it should, Rinascita shall be free of divinity henceforth. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled,
Flashbang mulu anjir.
shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
I hope so.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
Tiba-tiba nongol aja. Keep my sword.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now, tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me?
Yeah, somehow. How? But how?
This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Apa tuh?
Righteous One, trust her and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
Ini tuh kayak anime apa ya yang kayak ataupun film-film kayak Harry Potter kali ya? Harus dilepasin satu-satu gitu baru bisa benar-benar dilawan. Kayak Voldemort mungkin.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinascita, use it to bring back Leviathan.
Si Astofolo itu. Sial.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thenodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cardathea keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinascita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the tide spawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means...
The Harbinger is in Raguna.
Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule.
Tuh fisik santai aja kali.
I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the tide spawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Berarti teori pertama gue benar bahwa Avidius gitu termasuk creation ya, karena kan dia ngobrol sama si Harbinger yang tadi itu kan. Cuma gue nggak expect bahwa kita itu jadi satu sama Sentinel termasuk Imperator. Apa teori kedua gue itu yang bilang bahwa si cewek inilah somehow Imperator.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago.
Berarti gue nggak expect bahwa kita termasuk Imperator gitu. Gue kira kita berdiri sendiri gitu.
And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice.
Boom.
You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade.
I trust Cardathea judgment.
Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable.
Berarti dia punya infinite ammo lah ya.
The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading and this space is about to collapse. We need to find a way out.
These things. They're all tide spawn.
The civilization capsule was tainted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight
shotgun.
So you can enter the...
Access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of tide spawn hits. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. The collapse is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Black hole. Gorila anjir. Waktunya mengkritik. Genshin tuh kayak nggak bisa deh bikin cutscene non-rendered kayak gini. Kalau mau keren harus pre-render dulu. Nah, Avidius mana?
Rover. Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble.
What happened when I was gone?
It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Kan? Mana?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you.
Hah? Kok iso?
But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Balor's
Balor.
power, I can tap into his sight.
Balor kan
We'll
demon.
find his trail.
Finn Balor.
I must move quickly.
Silence, you maddening whispers!
No, I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that. There must be something left I can still do.
Mau kemana nih orang?
I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
What?
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears to have been destroyed.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Terbang. Saya juga punya sayap. Tapi satu doang. Kan? Itu ngebug anjir teks.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the tacit discord harpia within me.
Huh?
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself. So you can absorb them directly.
Ah, keren anjir.
You can say that. Balor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
Oh, berarti Galbrina itu diciptakan berdasarkan deskripsi Legion ya? 1000 dalam satu. Satu isi 1000.
They'll be corrupted by the dark tide.
That's a Thessalia member. We need to help him.
Terbangnya cepetan.
Leave it to me.
Oh, it's Rover. Thank the Sentinel. Oh. Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
Aku kira batal lagi.
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save your potions for those who still have hope.
Gilberto anjir.
I only beg. Don't let me die a monster. Don't let me become Leviathan's puppet. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Descending ya.
Rover. She is. Why are you with her?
Semuanya tuh ofensif anjir.
The Physalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved dark tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form tidespawn. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady, don't let me burden those who still have hope.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Diapain diubur-uburin?
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
Gue kira diledakin gitu ya biar keren, ini cuma wush.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Physalia will never forget its fallen sons and daughters. Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice. Something has awakened it.
Avidius.
Very likely Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived!
Ya. Udah yang keburu mati sih.
It's already. Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons.
Oh, dia pendetanya sekarang ya? Ya nggak sih pendeta bukan?
Acolyte Phoebe, a cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position.
Cepet ya, actionnya. Nggak bla 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 bla.
You have to stop this.
Nggak pakai filler dulu gitu kayak. Please. Cepet gitu. Tidak basa-basi. I like
Whether
this.
the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh. We protect Rinascita.
O light of Genesis, shield us. As we were at the dawn, so we stand today as the Sentinel soldiers.
Keren.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this.
Keren anjir. Jadi kayak ini siapa?
The civilization capsule opened, I was dragged
Two-Face.
inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinascita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes, I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the tide spawn's movements. They were converging on the Salio Fells. I still wanted to do something, anything to stop the devastation.
Wow, ini voice actornya bagus coy.
But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time. Because of me.
I see, dia secara tidak langsung jadi penyebabnya.
Countless tide spawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so why? Why did it all come to this? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees
I became the Mad King. So why should I reject its
crown?
Foreshadowing is real.
I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world.
Always the blondes. Why?
But who can truly know the mind of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend.
Lah, jadi ini lagi.
I am the king, bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides. I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
Let's fight, bro.
Behave now.
The unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler. This will be my final glory.
Oh, udah. Gue nggak hafal pola aja poster ini anjir.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Bangun. No.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way.
Loh, itu siapa anjir?
That girl. Was she devoured by the tide too?
Nggak berenak.
Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them?
Smart logic.
These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
Jadi,
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make.
cutscene.
I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Ovidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments.
Gila, nulis NPC bisa sepanjang dan sebagus ini anjir.
Why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage.
Anda ini tujuannya apa anjir, ngeselin banget. Blondies with green eyes anjir.
A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim his fate in the final hour. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit.
The quill bearer finally takes the stage. Itachi.
A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain.
Gila. Ya ilustrasinya oke juga.
Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty.
Nah ini punya dia semua. Yang paling kanan bawah gue lupa. Yang kiri gue lupa namanya tapi tahu. Itu Fenrico, terus Avidius.
Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence.
Masa Rinascita cuma sebuah panggung gitu kayak. Ini mah kayak Penaconi Dion kayak Starel dong. Dan nggak cocok sih kalau kata gue.
Should you still insist on my cruelty? Well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinascita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I too await your final answer.
Sialan.
You brought ruin to Rinascita. You think you're just walking away?
My stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald.
Wait, apa jangan-jangan dia Trenodian ya?
But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodian's authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned. When dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
Kenapa menggertak gigi anjir dia?
The Harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it.
Lagi.
Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow.
Lah ya tongkatnya masih ada.
And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quill-bearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's
Story yang ini lebih enak untuk didengarkan. Menarik.
Avidius wasn't the Harbinger. That means we missed something.
Ini siapa aja bocil?
I'm so scared.
Meledaknya.
Oh, it's you, the great hero Rover.
Bawaannya pencuriga gue tau gak sih?
Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave.
Adventure
and determined.
Tales? Kan? Curiga.
But you can't save everyone.
Gue kira meledak anjir kayak gue bilang.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Cartathea?
Ngeri juga.
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity.
Bangsa ikan anjir.
Righteous one, open the ascendant gates for
Kita ngelawan dia gitu. Loh, dia nge-freeze matanya bisa gerak tapi.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera!
Kita kayak hipnotis barusan. Dasar anjir lemah sama Cartathea, bodoh.
How's it feeling, Rover?
Istri.
Stand down.
Buset.
I said stand
Itu
down.
visi apa anjir?
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it just now.
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the face of fear?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover. We lost our composure.
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle this.
Visi. Kaget anjir. Kalah anjir Cantarella, buset.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
Berarti kita nggak kuat dong. Weak to waifu.
Myself and Rico, Mia and Cartathea. They all passed through that gate. What exactly lies beyond it?
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light.
I am the light.
You are the new Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
How?